into some sort of wonderful dream. Of course, we had no idea what was coming. None of us did. "What time are we supposed to be at Nell's?" I asked. Virginia shrugged. "Whenever we get there." "But didn't we say 4? We're going to be late." "Tess, it'll be fine. Loosen up." Virginia yawned. "You make me sound like such a stick in the mud," I said. "It's just that you need to live a little. If you don't do it now, you'll regret it later," she said. I made a squeak of annoyance and frowned. "You're not a stick in the mud," Sal insisted. "But it's just that—" She tapped her finger on her chin, thinking. I waited, knowing her verdict was going to sting a little. This wouldn't be the first time I'd allowed these two to transform me. When we'd first met during our Pacific crossing and I'd introduced myself as Esther Abbott, Virginia had openly inspected me from head to toe. "Honey, you're too young to be an Esther. It makes you sound like a 50-year-old orphanage headmistress who darns stockings for fun. Let's call you Tess instead," she said. It was as if she'd proposed piercing my ears or swearing off meat. I'd blinked in shock at the proposed name change, but rather than be offended, I couldn't help but feel intrigued by the possibilities. Why not? And that was just the beginning. I was Pygmalion's Eliza Doolittle to their Henry Higgins and Colonel Pickering. During our second morning at sea, as I'd washed my face, I'd turned to find Sally and Virginia appraising the long, thick braid running down my spine. "How would you feel about a new hairdo?" Sal asked. I pulled my braid into my hand and wrapped it around my wrist. My wavy, chestnut-colored hair was my one vanity. "I don't think so." "Did you see Rebecca or the women?" she asked. "I did. Loved them both. Why?" "What if I make you look like Joan Fontaine?" Virginia snorted. "Joan Fontaine? Are you kidding me? Let's shoot for someone a little juicier than that. With Tess's waves, she could be more of a Rita Hayworth than boring old Joan Fontaine." "Hayworth it is," Sal said. "Although I really liked Rebecca. I know she was supposed to look kind of boring, but I thought she was pretty." "Well, I also really liked Frankenstein, but that doesn't mean I'd suggest we turn her into Boris Karloff," Virginia said. "Pay no attention to her, Tess. I'll make you look divine. Sit right here." Sally tapped at the floor in front of her. I hovered for a moment, uncertain of the familiarity and intimacy she was suggesting. I had no real experience with friends. Orphaned at 10 years old, my childhood under the care of my older sister, Sue, had been lonely. Though Sue cared for me deeply, she was reserved and consumed with the industry of living on our apple orchard. Until leaving for the Philippines, I'd kept myself quiet and withdrawn, closed like a fist. But the thrill of leaving home split my defenses. "Sit," Sally insisted. So I sat, my shoulders tensed around my ears, but she didn't notice my discomfort. "Don't worry. Back in Michigan, I cut my brothers and sisters' hair all the time. I'm the oldest of 10, so I have my work cut out for me. And they keep me busy with everything, not just hair. They're always begging me to make them meals or to referee a game. Our house is a zoo, an absolute zoo. Not a single moment of peace and quiet. It's why I've always liked going to the movies so much. I escape everyone for a couple of hours." 9 brothers and sisters? My word, I said. "I have a sister, but she's much older. I was basically an only child." "I can't imagine being an only child, not even for 1 minute." Sally's fingers grazed my shoulders, and the snip-snip of scissors whispered near my ear. "Did you ever get lonely? My brothers and sisters drive me nuts, but I think I'll miss them. They promised to write tons of letters. I left stationery and stamps and assigned each one a day to write to me." "You're so organized," I marveled, trying not to wonder about what she was doing to my hair. "Ha! If I wasn't, nothing would get done. In fact, I have no idea how Mother's holding down the fort with me gone. They must all miss me terribly. I don't even want to think about it. I don't mean to boast, but I'm a very essential part of my family."